Hi, my name is Ramon, other known as Dislan Music on Flat.io. I'm a 16-year-old composer from Australia. My history with music definitely was when I was younger. I was with my grandparents. They would always be playing classical music. My grandpa would always play the piano, more classical pieces than jazz or any other sort of categories in that sort of music. He asked if I wanted to play, but when I was younger I wasn't really interested. I was more interested in watching him play the piano, but it wasn't really, that was something I was interested in until a couple of years later. I started composing when I was about 11 or 12. It was a music class at school. We were getting into doing composing, like basic stuff. I did some really basic, like quarter note stuff. It was pretty crappy and I thought it was pretty bad as well, but I wanted to continue to do it because I knew if I kept doing it I'd get better and better and better. Here I am now writing epic soundtracks. My influences is definitely Danny Elfman, purely. He gave me such huge inspiration. The first film I ever heard his music was the 2005 version to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I was really interested in the main titles because it had a really cool main theme on the horn, which was a G minor harmonic scale, I think. But I kept on listening to the track on and on and on and on. While I was playing Minecraft, I'd listen to it. My family would get really annoyed at it, but I did some more research about Danny Elfman and I looked at more films and I was listening to more of the music in the films and paying attention to the film itself. And I was like, music is really interesting in film, it really serves a purpose. So I was really intrigued and interested to listen and look at these sort of things. My style of music is definitely eclectic, meaning ranges from different styles and genres. I choose a different genre every time if I can. I try and fiddle around the piano, try to think of a theme, a melody, or a scale. Usually it takes me a while to try and think of a genre to do because I listen to a lot of film music and I'll be like, okay, what do I do? This, no, that, no. Which is why it takes a long amount of periods to make my music, because it's really hard to think sometimes. I joined Flat in about 2016/17. I didn't publish music until late 2019, 2020, when COVID really hit. My experience with Flat, absolutely amazing. It's probably one of my favorite programs I've ever used. Really easy to use, really simple. When you get support, if you've got a problem, they are just like that, really quick. I really appreciate the staff team. They're so open to suggestions for new instruments, new features, and I really like that they're always open to the community and always responding to what people want or need. I discovered the platform on Google. I was looking for a music program because when I was at the school when I started, it was using Sibelius and I did not know how to use that. That was really difficult. I discovered Flat by searching up free music sheet music maker, and Flat.io was the second on the list. And I looked at it, and I was like, looks interesting. Signed up with my grandmother's email, shouldn't have, and that's where I started writing music. And that platform started off hard because I didn't know much, but then now I know all the keybind shortcuts, dynamics, everything to use. Music to me is joy, happiness, makes me feel calm, gives me depth, definitely. Without music, it would be crappy and depressing. Like, for anyone, not having music in your life would be odd, wouldn't be right. So that's what music really means to me. Not really. I want to study programming. I want to be more in systems and networking, but I see music as definitely a hobby. It's something I want to do on the side, but it's something I always want to continue to do. It's not something I want to give up. I've loved doing it. I've been doing it for about nearly 6 years. It's one of the best things I've ever done. A lot of my friends and family are proud of what I've done. So it's definitely going to be a hobby. It could become a full-time job. I don't know what the future holds for me, but right now it's a hobby. My biggest dream as a musician definitely would be to to be a film composer, because film composers definitely, like, film music's more hard cuts, bang, 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 this. Classical music's like this, and then flow to this, then flow to this. And I like film music because my music's always like this and then to this. It's not like smooth transactions, because that's the way I've listened to music and written music. My favorite memory on Flat was definitely when they brought in the HQ instruments. It was definitely good for me because I love to use dynamics. So the violins, if I put it on forte when they're loud, it actually has a loud sound of a violin. Or if I use trombones, if I used piano, it would actually be quiet and it had the sound of if the trombone was quiet, not just the volume just kicked down, which I find really useful for when I'm scoring music and really gives a better sound. If you want to write music and you want to publish it but you feel a bit shy because you don't know if people are going to judge you, don't. Publish it. That's why I started off. I thought people were going to judge me. I thought people were going to say, oh no, you just copied that. No, people didn't do that. People was like saying, you do really well, this music's great, it's fantastic, phenomenal job. And that's what really kicked me to publish more music, because people like my music. So if you have the courage to do it, do it. Thank you to the Flat staff for giving me the opportunity to be Composer of the Month. My name is Ramon, other known as Dislan Music on Flat.io. Thank you so much for watching.